right, thank you, Sharir. Boy, that is tough news right there. All right, we're going to change gears here. We're talking about a diet called the MIND Diet, and it actually could be healthier for your brain, or could it? UAB nutritionist Dr. Beth Kitchin joins us. I read this, U.S. News and World Report, they ranked this as one of the top diets, or the top diet, right?
Exactly. Last week we reported on the U.S. News and World top diets that they rate for all kinds of different things, and it's a great report. Everybody should go and check it out. And one of the diets that rated best overall was the MIND Diet. It came in number 3 of the top 3 picks. And of course, you joked, oh, do you just diet in your mind?
Yeah,
right?
Well, but here's the thing.
Yeah.
I'm particularly interested in this because they say it could, thwart off the advance of Alzheimer's, and I had that in my family history, so I'm very interested.
Exactly.
If
so
this
you're
stuff
particularly
works.
interested in this diet, and a lot of other people are too, for exactly the same reasons, because it might slow down the progression of Alzheimer's, improve cognitive function. Now, I do want to stress to everyone, even though there are books out about this, the data is still pretty preliminary.
Okay.
There's no really good cause and effect type of data to show that this is really going to stave off Alzheimer's. But there's some data that supports it. And Mike, the overall thing is that this is a really healthy diet.
Yeah, so it doesn't hurt.
You can't go wrong with this. It's definitely going to be heart healthy. It's definitely going to at least possibly help lower your risk of high blood pressure, diabetes. So it's a healthy diet.
All right, so what are the brain healthy foods?
Okay, so this diet really focuses on these top 10 brain healthy foods, green leafy, so things like romaine lettuce, kale, spinach. It also focuses on berries, particularly blueberries and strawberries. They seem to kind of help with cognitive function. Starchy beans, we in the South love these, things like pinto beans, black-eyed peas, but also black beans, any of those starchy beans. This diet promotes having these pretty much every other day in your diet. 3 servings of whole grains a day. So things like brown rice, whole grain cereals, whole wheat bread. Fish at least once a week. I recommend maybe 2 or 3 times. Besides the green leafies, lots of other vegetables. It's a very plant-based diet. Nuts and seeds, fairly frequently. Lots of olive oil. People are going to love this one, a glass of wine a day, and then poultry at least twice a week. And so these are the brain healthy foods that they want you to focus on. It doesn't mean you can't eat other foods outside of this. And
those are the unhealthy foods, and I was going to ask you about that.
Right.
Some of those on that list don't surprise me. Cheese is one that does.
Yeah. Some of these, butter's made a comeback, but notice it doesn't say no butter. It says kind of limit butter to not more than 1 tablespoon a day, and that's actually pretty liberal on the butter.
But they don't specify processed cheese?
No, on the cheese, yeah. Back to the cheese, and my personal bias here, I'm a cheese eater. I eat probably 2 to 3 ounces of cheese every day, and there really isn't very good solid evidence against cheese, so I'm going to keep eating my cheese. I'm going to focus on the brain healthy foods and then have my cheese too and hope it all balances out.
Just not have your cake too.
Yeah, and that's one of the things about this diet. I would say really focus, on those healthy foods. I don't think we have time to show the diet plan. There's a 1-day meal plan that I showed. Oh, there we go. We do have a little bit of time.
Just real
yeah,
quick,
very fast. You can see the breakfast things like whole grain cereals. We can go to the lunch and you can see that on the screen. I will be blogging on this, Mike, and put all this information in my blog, which is called the Kitchen Sink. If you just do a search engine on that, you'll find it.
There's so many ways to incorporate some of those foods.
Exactly. So start working these foods into your diet. And of course, you notice that it does limit things like red meat and sweets. It doesn't say no, don't eat them. Limit them so you can see healthy plant-based diet.
Gotcha. Dr. Beth K, thank you.
And hopefully it'll help our minds, right?
That's right. We know JJ's eating healthy, right?